Yes, my people, Wagwan. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, Liontekz TV. Like and subscribe. Every little helps, like Tesco's, like all I said. Yeah. Welcome to another episode of Liontekz Reacts. Today, we're going to be talking about Tupac. Yeah. The question is, has Tupac's murder been solved? Well, we're going to get into it. Firstly, for people that don't know, if you don't know, then you don't know, then I'll inform you. You know the ones there. 27 years ago, September 7th, 1996, Tupac was shot in a drive-by, yeah, after being at a Mike Tyson fight, yeah, a few hours after a Mike Tyson fight, yeah, shot in a drive-by with Suge Knight driving the car, yeah. Recently, we found out that apparently the person that was involved in the shooting of Tupac, I don't know if he was the gunman or not, but I've heard that the person that was involved, or one of the remaining people that are alive, has been arrested. Um, it's mad. His name goes with the name of Kofi Davis. Must be an old school like Crip or Bloods member. I don't know, but apparently he's been arrested in the connection with the Tupac murder. Now, what do I think? Boy, it's mad how it's taken this long to find out who actually was behind Tupac or who was involved in Tupac's murder. Because we heard so many conspiracy theories all over the years, fam, about flipping man like Russell Paul, who was one of the police officers back then, was investigating it, talking about someone called Orlando Anderson. I don't know. Apparently, he was a gang member or something. Because when you look back here, Tupac was in the casino with Suge Knight and his boys, yeah, and they got into an altercation with, I think it was a Bloods member, yeah, and they rushed him. Tupac and them lot, they rushed him in it, and now they're saying that that is might have been connected, but I don't know. I think, and this is just my opinion, I think P. Diddy has a lot to do with what happened, fam. Because think about it, yeah. Back then, there was beef between East Coast and West Coast, yeah. I know people were saying, oh, it wasn't real beef or it was just music and that, but I think there was a lot more to it than meets the eye, fam. You get me? Like, P. Diddy is one sly guy, fam. Let's just be real. Like, no one would really suspect him of being involved or being behind it. I used to think for years it was probably down to Suge Knight, because Suge Knight had such a suspicious look on his face not long before, yeah, Tupac actually got shot. And he only received a graze, Suge Knight. So he didn't really get shot. Or he might have got shot, I don't know. But he managed to drive away, you get me? And then obviously Tupac being in the hospital for about 7 days or so on life support, unfortunately passed away. Big up to the legend, because that guy was such a legend, fam. Revolutionized the game, fam. Talking so much stuff, yeah, that is so relevant today, fam. Talking about society and the presidents and that. They didn't like him because he was too outspoken, you get me? You get me? They didn't like him. He was too outspoken. Yeah, he had some mad shit in his life, you get me? He went to jail. You get me? Like, he got shot before. Remember, he got shot before that, or a few years before that. Man was in jail, all of that. Man got bailed by Suge Knight. Man got to join Jeff Rowe. Him and Snoop Dogg probably came out on trial more or less around about the same time the Snoop Dogg trial was going on. You get me? And he was acquitted. So, like, that's how they even came up with all the flipping death row stuff, blood. And Snoop Dogg was Tupac's best friend. You get me? Like them, like were ride or die brothers. You get me? Like that's how they even made like America's Most Wanted. What a banger that tune was, by the way. Dun, 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 dun. Bruv, that tune, bruv, banging tune. I used to have that as a ringtone back in the days. You get me? But bruv, it's mad, fam, because all these years later, fam, it looks like they might have solved the case, and it's like fucking hell, bruv. All these conspiracy theories, all this maybe Tupac might be alive and he's hiding in Cuba and stuff like that. No, none of all of that. He is passed away. You get me? He is dead. And there's no coincidence that P. Diddy might be involved in it. Apparently, that's what I think personally. I don't know whether he is or not. Because how can 6 months later the same thing happen to Biggie Smalls, blood? He gets killed in more or less the identical same way during a drive-by. Obviously in a different city or whatever, but still, it's mad how one of the two biggest hip hop stars at that time, yeah, rivaling each other, yeah, used to be former best friends and that, fam. All of a sudden are gunned down and killed the exact same way. Food for thought, fam. You get me? So, bruv, it's mental, cuz it's just mental. I just don't really know what it's mad. But apparently the man got arrested the other day, this Kofi guy, like is due to do trial soon, you get me? And bruv, it's mad. Bruv. It makes me sick, fam, because why are you trying to take out you taking out a legend like Tupac, fam? I know, fam, he done some mad shit, but I know he made Hit 'Em Up. I know he had beef with certain people. I know, but fam, bruv, you should have left Tupac alone, fam. Trust me, Tupac was the man, cuz, you get me? If that man was alive right now, yeah, the world would be different. I tell you that much. It would be different. Trust me. Him and Snoop Dogg will probably be having their own podcast, smoking bare weed and that, fam. Man has to join that podcast, you get me? Because I'm all about that life, you know, the ones there. But, bruv, it's mad. And thinking about it now, I wonder what Mike Tyson must have been feeling that night, because Tupac came to see him, yeah? He was invited by Mike Tyson to come to, like, a VIP treatment to come to his fight. And then they embraced each other after the match, and even before the match and that, because they were good friends, you get me? So that must be emotional for Mike Tyson as well, hearing that, fam, because, bruv, it's mad how you hear that after your fight and all of this shit is happening. You're thinking, rah, cuz, fucking hell. Like, heartbreaking, you get me? So I'm glad that there's a lot more clarity on the murder and what's happened, and they've arrested someone for it. I know probably the other people that were involved in it are probably not alive no more, so you can't really do nothing about that. But the one person that is alive that was involved has been arrested, so it's good. It's good, because right now it's all over the news, fam. So that's why I thought I'll do a little video with my thoughts on it. You get me? Because I was just surprised to hear all of this, fam. After 27 years, fam. You get me? It's just, it's mad, fam. It's mad. Because that youth was only like 25 when he passed away. You get me? So he had a lot more life to give. You get me? So RIP to him. RIP to his mum. You get me? Former Black Panther. Big up the mumsy. You get me? Real one. You get me? Tupac was a real one, fam. Trust me. One of the realest. You get me? He had a troubled past, like most people have. You get me? He was beating chicks like Faith Evans. You get me? Here's what it is, bruv. Here's what it is. Like, end of the day, a man can't get anything without a woman allowing it, fam. So it's one of them, fam. Here's what it is. But that's my thoughts on it, fam. You get me? What do you think about the video? What do you think about Tupac? Let me know in the comments, fam. You get me? Making sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Liontekz TV. Also, like and subscribe to the new podcast that it will be coming. Everything and anything. It will be in the link. Will be in the description below in this video. So make sure you subscribe to that, so that content will be coming out soon as possible, hopefully soon. You get me? Make sure you check out the next video will be the Man City review. So make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell and make sure that you're there, fam. You get me? But big up for watching. Love to you all, fam. You get me? Bless.